Clear signals on UK rate hikes, and questions remain on whether the ECB's grand package of stimulus will succeed. Nina and Sarah here to discuss how that all might play out next week. Let's talk about next Thursday first. That's going to be a big day, a big double whammy. We've got the US jobs report, which comes a day early to make way for the July 4th holiday, and we've got the ECB's monthly meeting as well. How's that US jobs report going to play out, given that we've had a pretty bad whack to GDP this week?
Yeah, it'd be nice to see some positive data out of the US after that reading. Analysts are looking at another print around 200,000, and that would mark a fifth straight month of monthly job gains of above 200,000. But maybe not get too much ahead of ourselves here, because it could mean that we'll also be a bit disappointed. We have seen a lot of jobs coming in, so maybe this is the month where we get like a bit weaker.
Right, okay.
Yep.
And on the European front, the ECB meets again. We saw a lot from them. They kind of rolled out everything but the kitchen sink last time. Is there anything left, and might they discuss it this month or not?
Well, there's one thing left, and that's QE, but it seemed to be a bit premature to start to roll that out. I think Draghi is going to really emphasize that before they do anything else, they want to see the impact from the stimulus measures they already rolled out. And it's only been a month, so it'd be too soon. So this could end up as sort of a non-event. Will be very different from the last month's ECB meeting, where everyone was just psyched about it. We talked about it for months ahead of that.
But as always, the Q&A press is probably going to be the most interesting aspect, where the ECB will be pressed on how preparatory work in terms of the ABS program's going, further details around the TLRTO, the targeted long-term refinancing operation that was announced, which is due to launch in September. So further technical details will hopefully emerge on that. And also maybe even some questioning in terms of how recent data have been actually quite weak in terms, especially with Germany, for instance. So the ECB might again be pressed for further details on that and how they would address future measures.
And there's also the euro question. Even with this pretty big stimulus package,
it hasn't weakened significantly,
no,
has it?
So that could be a question for the Q&A as well.
Come up. And there's data out next week as well. It's all going to feed into this, right? What's happening in the Eurozone?
We have the flash inflation data for June, which is always something that we're looking forward to. It came down quite a bit in May to 0.5%, and expectations are maybe ticking up to 0.6%, but that's mainly because of energy prices that's been rising after the whole Iraq conflict. So this should not be necessarily seen as a very positive move, and analysts are saying that we could see a move lower over the summer too. So something for Draghi to look out for on Thursday as well.
The unemployment data is expected to remain stubbornly high at given
11.7.
Yeah. So again, factors to consider there.
Okay, good. And on the corporate front, we've got banks that will still be in focus, right? BNP Paribas, Barclays, still questions over those two. What's going to happen next week?
Well, as you say, they've really shone a light in terms of increasing worry on litigation risks in terms of European banks. Further details are likely to emerge on that in the coming weeks, especially with Barclays, which investors are likely to expect more from them. Further details in terms of what Jenkins has to say, really, and it's likely to shine a light on other operators as well within dark pools. And in terms of BNP Paribas, well, again, it goes beyond potential fines now. It goes beyond that in terms of maybe higher litigation risk for other banks, and that seems to be the main worry at the moment.
Okay, and we may see that BNP Paribas fine next week, so something to watch out for. Nina, Sarah, thank you very much indeed.